let me introduce you to my user-friendly, bulletproof kitchen. Everything's at hand, everything's easy to do. I've been boondocking going on 5 years now, full time. So I got this down pretty good to make it easy to keep clean, use, and enjoy. I'm on the road full time, and in the truck, the crew cab part, I have 3 7-gallon water containers, and I try to get the water, good water, as much as possible. Sometimes you got to pay like 25 cents a gallon for it and stuff, and I pretty much go for that because I don't want to drink any nasty water. But when I get to places where the water's questionable and I have to get it out of a faucet, then I run it through this Berkey water filter, and I transfer that water into this water container, and I feel more safe doing that. The Berkey water container is held in place by a thick rubber bungee that I got hooked in the back here, and I got a screw on the other side that holds it in place. And I use Gorilla Tape to connect the top to the bottom, so when I'm going down the road, this guy doesn't fall off, which has happened before. And when I'm traveling, I put that water container in the sink here to keep it secure so nothing's rattling around. Up above the sink, I have a inside-outside temperature gauge that lets me know what's going on. Cook sometimes bacon and eggs, steak and eggs, greasy stuff. It smokes. So to channel all that smoke up into the hood, what I've done is I put in a plastic partition, as you can see right there. And this front part here is held by a magnet up there. And the side portion is held in there. I put some silicone seal up in there and let it set up, and then I slid the plastic up in between the cabinet and the hood to hold it in place. Now, I got plenty of room down here. Run my hands under, move the frying pan underneath, or move it around wherever I want, and that really works great. Now, to remove the front piece of plexiglass here, all I do is lift it up, slide it out, and I got space. I leave the side plexiglass in all the time. Never gets in the way. I remove the black glass top that fits on all stoves you'll see in every RV there is around, to allow more light to come in, and I can actually look out the window while I'm cooking and seeing what's going on. And another thing I modified is the stove grill, because the spacing is too wide, and when I put my pan on, it wants to tilt back like this all the time when you're working with it, so that keeps it in place. Also, I made my own toaster. It's a 3-inch piece of pipe that I swedged out, and I just light the fire, put that bad boy there, set it on about 4, and I got real nice toast. By the time I'm done cooking bacon and eggs and everything, my toast are ready. I took a cutting board and cut out a big circle, which allows me to wash my hands when I'm cutting stuff. Put the scraps off down into the hole. Now, to hold that cutting board in place, I put some rubber tabs in each corner to hold it down so it doesn't move around when I'm cutting, and it stays in place. When it comes around to doing dishes, I have that big saucepan down there. It's there all the time. And I do is I put my utensils in there. I use a scrubby pad, and to wash the dishes, instead of turning the faucet on and trying to adjust the water so it doesn't come pouring out, because when you're boondocking, every ounce of water counts, because I go out for 3-4 weeks at a time without going anywhere or seeing anybody or speaking to anybody. I like that because I just don't like to be around a lot of people, especially now with this COVID thing going on. To wash, I got a gallon jug here with a 3/16 hole, and I have a handy sprayer. Spray some little soap in there, doesn't take much, and then I pour water into it. Wash utensils, rinse, doesn't take much water. I can wash and rinse for a whole week, if not more, with that 1 gallon of water. The rinse water that's collected in the pan, I open the back door and I throw it out instead of filling up my gray water tank. On the factory towel rack, I hang my soap, water, and other spray things up there, so it's real handy. I can get to them. Boondocking, paper towels are your friend. I use them to wipe up everything, and if I put them into the trash can, within days the trash can gets to really smelling bad, and every time you open it up it stinks your camper up. So I just have this handy right here, and that solves that problem. After rinsing the utensils when I'm done eating, instead of leaving them out here where they're always in the way, you know, they used to be right there, and it was just, I just didn't like it. It was ugly, and I had to sort through things all the time. So what I've done is I put magnets up behind the hood. So there goes the knife. I can hold a couple knives, spoon, and fork. So everything's there all the time, real handy, right in my hands. I don't have to search for anything. I know exactly where it's at, and it makes my kitchen really user-friendly. I have the paper towels mounted on the wall, real handy, so I can just reach up and rip off a paper towel. I have a zip tie here that goes back and it holds the paper towels from unraveling. On top of that, nobody's got this, but I have a Geiger counter, and right now it's reading 4 counts per minute background radiation, which is very, very safe.